So I'm not able to get to my bar right now, but I'll just drink here in front of the closet. But what am I gonna drink? Maybe you're like me and you always got an excuse for why you don't want to try cocktail. It's like there's too many ingredients, or maybe I just don't want tequila one day. So I'm just flipping through. I don't want that today, don't want that. So I'm a nerd and I made a spreadsheet of hundreds of cocktails and it just picks a random one and I'm gonna do it. And today it came up with Scofflaw. Scofflaw is a word that we should be using more. Someone who scoffs at the law, basically. Back in Prohibition, they used to call people that would just drink anyway, they call them scofflaws. That's when they came up with this cocktail and named it after that. But I'm not just making one, I'm gonna make 3 versions. I've got very cheap stuff, I've got value, and some more expensive over here. I'm gonna test them out blind and see if more expensive is worth it. Scofflaw also sounds like a shiesty attorney. We're A&J Scofflaw. I'll keep you out of jail. Manslaughter, no problem. I'll get you out of jail and keep you out. A&J Scofflaw. Just dial 1 and smash to 8 until someone picks up the phone. You'll be at home no time and I'm gonna wipe my ass with those judges' robes. If I don't win, it's free. Plus a few small lawyer fees, of course. A&J Scofflaw. Okay, I'm just gonna shake these up, starting with bourbon. Cheap bourbon, ancient age. It's $18 for this whole handle. It's gonna be 60 milliliters of bourbon. And value, Woodford Reserve. Only got 2 shakers, so it's gonna go in this tin until I wash out one of the others. And Amador bourbon. This is 125 bucks. It's hop flavored and finished in Chardonnay barrels. A lot of places will say rye whiskey for this, but this recipe is from the Big Book of Bourbon Cocktails. So they went with bourbon and I'm just gonna follow their recipe. Then it's gonna be dry vermouth. And for the cheap and the value, I'm going with Gallo extra dry vermouth. This bottle's only $5. It is 30 milliliters. Why milliliters and not ounces? Well, it's better. Makes more sense. I mean, you're smart people, you can figure out how many ounces if that's what you want to use. And expensive dry vermouth is Dolan Blanc. Vermouth de Canberry. This one's 16 bucks. And it's 15 milliliters of fresh squeezed lemon juice. And 15 milliliters grenadine. I didn't realize how easy it is to make grenadine. So I am just going through this bottle of Sonoma grenadine. Once it's done, I'm gonna just make it myself. And last is 2 dashes of orange bitters. I don't like the dashes measurement either. A dash is about a milliliter. So I got my Scrappy's orange bitters in here. I can measure them nice. Make sure they're all the same. And I'm just gonna go shake these up with some ice. And they're all getting strained in some chilled cocktail glasses. And it's getting a orange twist garnish. I got my fancy blind tasting box here. And this is gonna be my fancy randomizer. I'm gonna mark these with dry erase. Starting with over here, this will be A, cheap. Comes off nice and easy. Doesn't always stay on there. I'm gonna put this where I can't see, like that. Let's see if I spin. I gotta take that garnish out. All right, I'm gonna spin these. I'm not looking. Of course I could cheat, but that's the point. I don't want to cheat. I don't want to know which one it is. I really want to know which one's the best and if it's worth the extra money. All right, so the problem is I'm gonna have to get these without looking. Hopefully I don't spill anything. Oops. That is not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. I think with these I could have looked. They are all similar color, but sometimes the color is so different so you could just notice it right away. Okay. My wife's not available to randomize for me. All right, I think I got those. All right, I'm just gonna start over here. I think this is the expensive one. Maybe not. This middle one is very light on the flavor of the bourbon. So is this. But overall as a drink, it's okay. I'm gonna have to rate these. My guess is this is the Amador bourbon. And I would guess this middle one is the value with the Woodford Reserve. This one is more complex in the flavors. This is very light, easy drinking. And that's the way I'm gonna rate them. From least favorite to most favorite. I'm gonna go with percentage ratings this time, like grades. These will be C's and this will be B. 76, 79, and 84. Now I'm curious which one is which. All right, I'm gonna look now. First one was the cheap, like I thought. Second one was, second one was value. And last is the expensive. So the price-wise going up did make them better, but I don't think it made it as better as how much more expensive is this. So my theory is correct. The value, I think, is the best value. Total price $1.80, $3.57, and $11.61. Actually, it might be better just to go with the cheap. But half the price of the value and just barely not quite as good. Yeah, that's a hard one to choose, but I wouldn't bother with the expensive here. And there you have it, 3 Scofflaws. I'll be back soon with more cheap versus expensive. And you want to catch those, just don't forget to subscribe. And see you next time.